This is... You're never gonna believe me. Fine, so... A few years ago, my granddad passed away. Hit me pretty hard. I didn't have my nan anymore, so I guess it was his time. I'm okay with it now. Anyways, my dad asked everyone to help move stuff out of his house. They didn't need the place anymore, so they were clearing it out so they could clean it up and sell it. It was nice. We all got together, made a little day of it. Going through reams and reams of old receipts from like 1986 and Christmas cards from even further. One minute you'd find a newspaper article talking about the Berlin Wall coming down, the next a magazine about Obama becoming president. It was like time travelling. Still felt weird though. Being in the house, moving everything around. Do you know that way when someone's gone but it doesn't feel like they have? Like any minute they could just walk through the door and things would just go back to normal. It still feels like that sometimes. We were nearly finished with everything, just taking old paintings and photos down when I saw this picture. I'd never seen it before. Never seen it in all the times I've been at my granddad's house, and I mean we used to spend our childhoods going to visit them. I knew everything there, every old weird painting of a Victorian child, every family photo with my dad's awful Hawaiian shirts, everything. I didn't understand it. It was this picture of a dirt road, no trees either side, nothing but empty fields, and this road in the middle. It almost looked as if there was someone standing at the end of that road. Far away so I could barely see them. I knew someone was standing there. Looking back at me. I asked everyone, mum, dad, aunts, uncles, cousins, they all hadn't seen it either, but it didn't bother them. Chuck it in a bag and come help me move this, will you? I couldn't stop thinking about it. I took a picture of it on my phone and it was the only thing on my mind. I couldn't concentrate, but we only had everyone there to help for the one day, so I had to focus on helping out. I completely forgot about it until I got home that night. I was flicking through photos on my phone until I saw it again. I must have stared at it for ages. Zooming in, trying to see what it was. I tried to convince myself that it was nothing. Some stupid picture that Grandad bought from Woolworths and hung up back when Tony Blair was still Prime Minister, but I actually couldn't stop thinking about it. I looked online, I searched and nothing. Not a single person knew what it was. Eventually I was knackered and I just fell straight asleep. A few days later I went back to the picture and the figure in the picture, it was closer. I checked and it was the same photo, nothing had changed. But I could see it. The figure was closer. I swear it was. Each day it had gotten closer and closer, and I could see it. I could see it. I tried to show other people, but they never saw it. They didn't think anything of it. It was like it wasn't there for them. I didn't know what to do. I mean, what the hell are you supposed to do in a situation like that? I mean, I got to the point where the figure thing, whatever it is, it was like it began to look like it was waving at me. Even as each day it got closer, I couldn't make it what it was, but I knew it was looking at me. And then I knew that it was waving at me. I was so scared. I didn't leave my house, I didn't look at my phone. After a while, it got so bad, I couldn't take it anymore. So I went into the storage place where they kept Grandad's stuff that they couldn't sell, and I searched for them. For hours and hours. And then I found it. Couldn't see the front of it, but I knew the frame. I'd stared at it long enough. I'd see it in my nightmares. Every night. Every time I closed my eyes, I could see it. I can still see it. First I was scared to turn it over, scared of turning it over and seeing what I already knew, but I had to. I couldn't let this fear control me. And so I had to be sure, and so I looked at the picture I had in my phone and I could see it. This black mass of a figure staring back at me. Sure, and so I turned it over. The picture was completely black. It didn't make sense. Where was it? I knew the frame. I knew everything about that frame and that photo. It was impossible, and I stared at it for a few more seconds and. 2 eyes opened. 2 eyes. They opened on the picture. Right in front of me. They moved. They opened it and they saw me. They saw me. They saw me. They looked at me and I looked back, and when I saw it, I jumped. I screamed and I screamed and I cried, and I dropped the picture, I dropped the frame, and it smashed. And the glass went everywhere, and I didn't even move because I was frozen. Frozen in that moment of that figure's eyes opening right in front of me, and after, well, I don't know how long I looked at that picture. Smashed on the ground facing up at me, and it was normal. I wiped away my tears and I looked at it, and it was normal. It was nothing. It was nothing! I took out my phone, normal too. Nothing at all. She got off. I mean, I was running on no sleep. I was exhausted, I was delirious. And after that I went home, I went to bed. I slept for a week. And I began to feel like myself again. I tried to put it out of my mind. I didn't think anything of it because I thought it could be stress, it could have been me overthinking it, or it could have just been a number of things. I just tried to move on. And then one night, when I was walking home, I'd just been from the pub with a few friends. There was something standing under a streetlight ahead of me. A figure, it was black. It wasn't a person, I know that. It was that thing. It was there. There again. And now it wasn't in the picture. It was there. Right in front of me. It was following me. Maybe it had been following me the whole time. And you know, for a moment I couldn't move. It was like it was keeping me there, and I didn't want to look away, because the next time, if I did, and the next time I'd look back round, it would be right there in front of me, and I didn't think, and I just ran. And I could hear it behind me, and it was screeching. It was making this noise that I'd never heard before, and that now I'll never forget. I ran until there weren't any more streetlights. Until the only sounds that I could hear were my own heart beating at 1,000 miles an hour, and that thing calling, screaming after me. I looked once, I looked back once. Out of the corner of my eye, and it was reaching out for me. And it grabbed my back. It was clawing its way into me. And I didn't think twice after that. I was just running faster and faster. I couldn't stop, and I couldn't let it know how scared I was. I couldn't look at it. I couldn't give it that. I ran until the sun came up. And when I saw that first light of morning, I nearly collapsed. I stopped. Finally, I looked back, and whatever it was, whatever it had been, it was gone. And it didn't catch me, it didn't. And when eventually I got home, I took off my coat, and it was torn to shreds. It was ruined, and my back was bleeding all over. I've still got the scars now, but I'm still here. I am still here. And I haven't seen it since. But I know it's not gone. It's not gone. It's not. Maybe it's still following me. I think when I dropped that frame, I let that thing out. I let that thing out, and now it won't leave me alone. It won't